Hi guys, this is Joe Kelly. I hope you're doing great. Today we're going to be talking about procrastination and the actual cost of you postponing the essential things that you actually know and want to be doing. So we all do it, and when I ask the actors that I work with around, it'll be something like, and you might recognize yourself in this, like, you have so much to do, especially as an actor. There's so many things that you have to do, from auditioning to your reel to your headshots to all these classes, everything that's out there, the networking, that you may feel like there's too much on your plate and it's impossible to do it all. So you'll have a tendency to actually postpone the things that are a little scarier or that might be more important, and you'll take care of the more urgent, quickly handled, quick fixes, right? And so you keep postponing. And I hear a lot of actors say that they do this all the time. That's like procrastination is their second name. And at the end of the day, it's very understandable. If there is so much to do, you're tired, you're overwhelmed, you have too much going on, and there's just no way for you to do it. And then on the other side of the coin, you might also think, well, this is my right? It's like I can decide when I do things. So it might give you a kind of unconsciously a sensation of freedom to say, well, I get to do whatever I want whenever I want to do it, right? It might make you feel a little bit like a rebel, like, no, I'm can't do it all, fuck it, kind of thing. And so that might be kind of a dirty win that you might have about postponing. If you keep doing it and it doesn't work for you, usually it means there's a win there somewhere. Um, and yeah, that it's really just impossible to do it. So it makes you right in a way, like if all of these things are coming at you and there's so much to do, postponing it also means, well, I'm right and you're wrong, industry. I can't do it all, so I'm not gonna. So the idea is that the problem is that when we postpone that much, it doesn't really feel like it's working for us, right? Because you postpone every day and the list gets bigger and bigger and there's more and more overwhelm, and you still don't know how you're going to take care of that essential thing that you should be taking care of, but it might be a little scary. I often actually hear a lot of actors who get in touch with us, who get into the Instinctive Actors group, and who are really excited about getting instinctive and free and doing some work on their blocks, and then but say, oh, but I have so much going on, now's not the right time, or I can't, there's too much on my plate and I have no time to do this work that I absolutely need and want to do. So this kind of attracted my attention. So what I'll see actors do when they catch themselves procrastinating is they try harder, or they make longer to-do lists, or they'll, for example, postpone training for a long time because they know that's really important and that takes time. So they'll put it on the back burner. And then, at one point it's like, oh my God, I haven't trained for a year. Okay, let me do an intensive with a big mentor and kind of surf on their energy. But in a way, it's not sustainable because it's just like creating ups and downs, and your auditions are coming the whole year around, right? And just going into an intensive and submerging yourself will feel good in the moment, but it's not necessarily sustainable, and it doesn't show you that you can surf on your own energy. So what I want to do together today is to look at why you're actually having stuff to procrastinate. Why are you actually postponing? Because I think that will get us, give us a clearer picture on what's actually happening and therefore how to deal with. I think that the reason why we procrastinate is because we sometimes don't really look at the real problem, the real root cause of why we are stuck in a certain place. So because we don't do that, we're looking at a lot of quick fixes to help us feel better, but we're not going deep enough, right? So let me take an example. Let's say I'm a baker and I'm not selling any bread. I could work on 1,000 things, and if I see things coming at me, I could be like, oh, okay, I need to improve my marketing, or I need to change location. I need to go in another street to sell my bread. Do I need to improve the ingredients? Or I need to change my personnel? Or I need to change my pricing? or I need to change my packaging. I mean, all of those things could be great, but if you have no idea where the root cause of your lacking selling your bread is coming from, well, then you're going to put all of those things on your list, and none of those things will actually work on what is actually happening, on what is really going on. Does that make sense? So same if you're not having enough work as an actor, or if you're not feeling free enough as an actor, you're not really enjoying the experience when you're acting and it's a little bit painful. Well, there's so many things that you could do, right? Take a camera class and take an audition class and take a cold reading class and redo your headshots and do more networking and change your agent and try and network with casting directors. I mean, the list is endless, right? But what are you actually dealing with? That's what you have to be open to. What's actually going on? Because when you look at that, there is only one thing that's going on, and therefore only one thing to address it. Only one strategy will address what you're dealing with right now. And if you apply that strategy, and if you have your energy put on that and not on postponing it, well, then you're taking care of what's going on, right? What's happening when you don't do that, when you're postponing, the overwhelm that it leads to is because this is what postponing looks like. Look, this is postponing. You think you're just pushing it back. This is what you're doing. Postponing is this. Okay, this I have to take care of this thing, but I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, and then I have to take care of this thing, but I'll do it tomorrow. And then, yeah, I have to take care of this thing, and I have to take care of that thing. Okay, and then, yeah, there's also this thing that I have to take care of. And maybe, oh, yeah, shit, I can't get to it. Yeah, there's this thing I have to, okay, let's postpone those. And then you walk around your life like this. And you go to your next thing that you have to do like this. And this is really heavy, by the way. This is really heavy, and it's tiring. So I'm starting to sit down. I'm no longer standing up. So it's making me feel tired. I'm feeling like I'm constantly overwhelmed because I can't, I mean, these things, I have to not forget to deal with them because I know I have to deal with them, right? So do you see that it's starting to spin downwards? It's heavy, it's hurting me physically, it's hurting me mentally to not respect my word. I said I was going to deal with all those things, and I don't do it. I keep lying to myself and saying I'm going to do it the next day. So what's happening if you walk around like this is like, and it's starting to hurt, right? It's starting to hurt some body parts, my arm, my breast, my leg. Well, this is what you're doing when you're postponing. You're keeping all of those things, and you probably also have something there because you're going to hold things wherever you can, and it's taking all the space. And this is how you go to an audition. This is how you go to an audition. And you're trying to do a good job. And you're trying to be free. And you want to defend the character. There's no way you can do that. You're busy carrying all those things with you all the time. So you're not only sabotaging your body, because it's physically draining to carry the same list over and over again, you're emotionally damaging yourself because you're never having any integrity. You're feeling guilty because you do this all the time, and you know it's going to be back on your list the next day. I have to drop this, by the way. It's too much. And so, and then, that's when you deal with it. Look at all the time that I'm taking. Look at all this time of carrying things around and even putting them down. So what I want you to see is that not only is it going to take away your energy, it's costing you your energy, it's costing you your emotions. It's damaging you physically because it's the stress of it. The overwhelm that it adds is just like constantly adding things. And the self-respect that you have for yourself because you're never respecting your word. So every time you say, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, your system goes, okay, right, he said he would do it. He's not going to do it. So you're building a relationship with yourself that is inconsistent, where you know you're never going to show up for yourself. So it's like, you know you're a flake. So your energy's gone, your emotions are gone, physically you're drained, there's no self-respect or no self-love, and then On the other side, there's no creativity. There's no way that you can show up for any job that's coming your way, or for any solution that you would want to create for yourself, or any work that you would want to create for yourself, any artistic project that you want to be part of or create and generate. There's no way you can do that. You're busy with all of those things. Does that make sense? So the cost of postponing what's essential to you is dramatic. This is drama, by the way. This is real drama. The cost of postponing what's essential to you kills everything. It sucks the life out of you. It sucks the life out of you. Probably sex is also an expression, right? I'm betting. So you can't ever get to finding a strategy or way of behaving, or you can't ever put things in place for you to work because you're busy looking back and carrying all those things all the time, right? So yes, that's the cost. So what do? Well, you look at what is actually happening. What's my goal? Where do I want to go? Okay, I want to go there. Why am I not going there? What's preventing me? It's what's preventing me that you spend time on. So if you're in this group and you're wanting to be instinctive, and that's why you're in this group, and you're not, so okay, what's preventing you? Your conditioning. Okay, so let's take care of that. Don't go redo your headshot. It's completely unrelated. If we go back to the baker, if I'm a baker and I'm not selling any bread, I mean, sure, I can put all those things on my list: marketing and price and ingredients and location and advertisement and newsletters and service and price. I mean, I can, this is probably 100 things I can do. Why am I actually not selling any bread? Let's look at that. Is it my recipe? Let's test it. Do people like it? No, they don't. Oh, okay, then that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to work on my recipe, right? So you need to address the root cause, not to get some like quick, like floaties that are passing by to keep your head out the water and postpone what you could actually do to take care of the root cause. Don't do that. You're just going to overwhelm and drain yourself, and you're not going to be able to create anything. Right, so I hope that was helpful. I'm late. I'm going to run. Post your comments if you're having any questions. We'll get to them, and we'll post the free training also, and then we'll see you soon. Okay, bye guys.